Hey friends, get on in here. Well, we're out here, out on the back deck. I got a little view showing up. It's always good to have a little bit of the great outdoors making us feel good. Let me see if I can try to make the back pop out. I heard a noise. I know the chipper's going. Anyway, here it is on a Sunday afternoon. I'm trying to get all my water in today, so I've got my water jug. And it's full of vitamin C. There's my sister. Did Phil get home? He's helping his son move into college. So folks, a lot of people are going to be homeschooling this fall. Oh, we got to pray for the ship in San Diego Harbor. I hadn't seen that. I haven't had the TV on today. Well, I've had the TV on, but I haven't been watching any news. Justin said I needed to cut it off. Time out on watching the news. So I've taken today to not watch the news. Anyway, I got one leg in a sunbeam. It's pleasant out here. It's not blowing up a storm like it usually is in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. But a lot of people are going to be homeschooling this fall, and my niece Kelly is considering homeschooling her children, one of her children, and so I saw an advertisement for Connections Academy. Do any of y'all have anything to say about Connections Academy? It's an online K through 12 public school. So if you know anything about it, please let me know in here and I'll pass it along to her. Well, you're not seeing half the view because half the view doesn't show up with this camera. And I got the best camera Apple's got, but it's still not showing up. It shows up when I look with the back camera on the phone. So I feel like we're going to have double of the people that homeschool. And we have a homeschooling section on our website. And we have somebody who writes homeschooling stuff for our people. And Tammy does a really good job of it. And folks, if you got to do it, our kids can't suffer any longer. They've got to get back to school. Still watching my church online. Come on, Tulip. Come on, baby. She's disappointed because Robert's running the chipper. Yeah, here she comes. Here she is. She likes to stay right with me. 96 degrees. Justin said it was really hot in Florida, too. But it's not hot here. We haven't even had our air conditioning on, so I'm happy. No, on Connections Academy. We used it for 1 year, and they were trying to look. If they have Christian values connections, I don't understand. If they have Christian values connection is not a good option at all. Well, I think Christian values are a good option, so I don't understand what you're saying. If they don't, does Connections Academy are they Christian based? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So, no on Connection Academy. We have used it for 1 year. If they have Christian values, Connections is not a good option at all. Okay, now I understand it. Had to read it again out loud. So I'll I'll see. Maybe if you know somebody who has a Christian values one, that would be good. Connections does not have Christian values. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me. Woo. Liberty has an online school. Oh, that's good. That's where Ethan's thinking about going to college. You're dirty, little dog. You're dirty. I use sunlight. Okay, that's another one. Thank you for the blessings. Well, I have to tell you a little story. Robert and I went and looked at another house for Leanne and Mark last night. We have a friend that's moved into a place for assisted living, and her house up here. Her husband passed away last year, and she wanted us to look at it before she let Mark and Leanne look at it because she's a flybaby. And I've known her many, many years. You want to play tug-tug. She wants to play tug-tug. I've known her many years, and she's been a flybaby for a long time. And as we were looking through her house, I saw my book in the clutter. And it was all I could do to keep from crying. I mean it. It just was so sad. You know, I can give you all I have, but I can't make you get rid of your clutter. You got to do that on your own. And it just broke my heart. It broke my heart. The dog wants me to throw the toy. She's showing out, y'all. Go have it. You want me to toss it? She beats me to it every time. You gotta get rid of the clutter, folks. You have to get rid of the clutter. And one of the reasons my first book was hot pink, and my second book, the 31 Baby Steps, is hot pink, and the Chaos to Clean, the Chaos book, the Chaos Cure book, it's hot pink. It's because it gets lost in your clutter. There's a reason behind the hot pink, because hot pink is easy to find. Y'all hear her breathing? She is playing. She wants Molly to play with her. Molly won't play tug-tug. You gotta get rid of the clutter. You have to get rid of the clutter. You can't organize clutter. You have to get rid of it. Because clutter is going to keep piling up and piling up and piling up. And if you don't have a system, I tell you, for getting rid of it. So here's the system. Here is a system. Your husky, here's the squeaky toy. The system is when you get something new, you have to get rid of something old that you've had for a while. And here's what really does. Okay, I got the toy. She caught it. When you bring something new home, you have to get rid of something old. You have to. If you're in the midst of decluttering, here's how you do it. If you bring home a new pair of shoes or you order a new pair of shoes from Amazon, gather up those shoes and put them in the bag and take them straight to your car. That's it. Gather up 2 pair of shoes. And yeah, you can do that easily. You can get rid of 2 pair of shoes in no time at all. I'm about ready to clear out all of my shoes, and I'm just going to keep a pair of boots, 2 pairs of winter boots that I wear every day, and a pair of Uggs, and I'm going to keep a pair of sandals, and my tennis shoes. That's what I'm going to keep. I'm going to get rid of all of them. And my closet will look empty. But you got to get rid of the shoes. You have to get rid of the shoes. You have to get rid of the clothes that don't fit you anymore. This is part of it. You got to do it. And you do it a little at a time. You don't go in and purge everything. You take a bag and spend 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You play games. You do a 5-minute room rescue. You grab a bag and go into a room and gather up five things. Spend 5 minutes finding things that need to go away. You play a reverse scavenger hunt. You grab something. You always got a grocery sack on your arm because that's your declutter bag. You grab something that doesn't belong in the room you're in, and you take it to the room where it belongs and put it away. And if something's clutter there, then put that in the bag and let's get rid of it. You'd be surprised how much stuff you can get rid of when you play the reverse scavenger hunt. And then look for something in that room that doesn't belong in that room and go to another room and put it away. And by the end of 5 minutes, you can get rid of probably 15 things. Yeah. Or do a 27 fling boogie. 27 fling boogies are fun. You run through your house, and I learned this from Susie Orman, but she did 25 things. And I was reading a book on feng shui, and it said if you move 9 things, you'll create a new flow of energy in your home. So I thought, well, 9 times 3 is 27, because I really needed to declutter. And that's how the 27 fling boogie was born. You run through your house and gather up 27 items to throw away. Pieces of paper, doesn't matter, 27 things. If you've got one of those little inventory counters, go click, 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 click as you go through the house. It's when you get started doing it, it's kind of fun. And then you run through the house and gather up 27 items to give away. And you put it in your car. Do not stop at the front door and let them sit in a pile. Take them directly to your car. Take the trash to the garbage can or the fire pit if it's all paper clutter. Now I'm going to give you a little sneak peek to next week. We're going to be working on our desk. Yeah, our offices. That's our extra room next week. So let's get rid of some paper clutter. Let's make it easier to homeschool our children. Let's get it done, because there are no excuses for letting your children not have not giving your children a good education. You know, think about what they had to do in the pioneer days. The mothers schooled their children with what they knew, and they didn't have much of an education themselves. But if you can read, you can teach. And if you have the internet, you can teach, because there's Khan Academy, there's YouTube videos like crazy that will teach you how to do things. Robert usually plays this game with Tula. So the main thing here is we've got to get our houses in order so we can teach our children. And if you don't have children at home, you got to get your house in order because it is where you love to be. We've got to make our homes a sanctuary right now. We've got to be safe. We social distanced last night with Linda. She put on a mask, we put on a mask. We washed our hands and used hand sanitizer. She's showing out again. I don't know. I told Robert she did this yesterday. Yeah, she's got a squeak toy. Tulip. She hears, she's drooling on me. Yep, let's get some stuff done. It is tax day on Wednesday. I think it is the 15th. It got extended because of the virus. I understand about hating social distancing, but one day it'll be over with. Tulip's becoming a diva dog. That's funny. It's a monkey with two purple ropes on his feet and his hands, so that the dogs can pull on it. Decluttering is the key here. Now we play lots of games. The reverse scavenger hunt is one of those, as I was telling you. But there's the first in, and if you get something new in, get rid of something old. That's a great habit to get into. I learned this from a born organized friend of mine. She got a new pair of shoes, and I was at her house, and she went into her closet and immediately got rid of 2 pairs of shoes. I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "Well, I have a small house, and I have to get rid of things, or I won't have any room left." And I thought, wow, that was just this big light bulb moment for me. And the 27 fling boogie, you can do a 5-minute room rescue. And this is what the 5-minute room rescue was born when we were remodeling our home in 2000. And the room where the studio is now that you see me in most days, that room was piled to the ceiling. And you couldn't even get in the room. You could not even get in the room. And I decided I've got to declutter that room. Now, what I did was I would reach in the door and grab a box. Now, I had a clean dining room table at that time, a clean dining room counter. I didn't have a dining room table yet. I didn't even have a dining room. And it was my kitchen counter. And I would take this box to the kitchen counter, and I would sort through it. And I would put it in a giveaway box, a throwaway box, and a put away box. But I had a rule. Nothing could go back into that room. If I didn't have a place for it, it had to go away. And you know, I was doing it 3 times a day. And I got that room cleaned in about a month. Got it cleaned out. Cleaned. Because that became my backup kitchen. When we tore out our kitchen, I didn't have another place for a kitchen. So we put the refrigerator on the front porch. I'm glad you couldn't see our house from the street. And I put a table up in there. I had a bathtub in that room, and that became my kitchen sink. Because I would take a dishpan, I put a board over it so I could put water in the dishpan and wash dishes. And that was my backup kitchen. Yeah, it worked well. Got us through a summer without air conditioning. So everybody, you got to get rid of your clutter. Clutter is holding you back. It really is. Clutter is holding you back. And if you don't know, somebody's saying some places aren't taking donations. Let's see. I was getting rid of a ton of t-shirts just I didn't wear anymore today, and I felt good. And they're going to donation store this. Oh, that's good. So, but you can also put a table out by the street and put free on it, and that you don't have COVID at your house. Somebody will pick it up. Declutter your home. And if you can sell things on eBay, but sometimes that makes it hard on people. Marketplace, you can sell things too on Facebook. But you've got to be consistent about it. You can give away things on Facebook too, on Marketplace. But you need to be careful. Social distance, be careful. Just set it out and they can pick it up. But a lot of places aren't taking things, y'all. So you got to come up with alternative ways to get rid of things. Having a free sale in your driveway, that's kind of cool. And you can't get caught up in the perfectionism of getting it to the right person. You just can't do that. You can't do that. You've got to let it go. Put it out there. Somebody will take it. Somebody will take it. If you've got a bunch of 2X clothes, say, I have a box of 2X clothes. Somebody will want them. They really will. Somebody needs them. If you've got maternity clothes you haven't worn in 10 years and they're still in your closet, there's somebody that needs them. Yes, domestic abuse shelters are good, but don't donate trash. I'm telling you, do not do that. Well, I'm telling you, if you've been social distancing and you've been in your house for 3 months like I have, you know you don't have COVID. But as you put that sign up, you know you're COVID free. So we got to quit being scared. We got to quit being scared. We have to use our common sense. We have to take care of ourselves. But we don't need to be scared. We can wear our mask. Leanne and Mark and Robert and I are going to go look at another house this afternoon. I'm taking a jar of Lysol wipes. Yeah, with me. So be safe out there. We need to be smart, not scared. And there are a lot of tests they're not tested. When you look at how many people are being tested and how many people are negative from the test, it's less than 10% are positive. And there were 600,000 people tested yesterday, y'all, in the country. 600,000 people. And there was less than 10% positive. It was like 9%. And Leanne and I stayed apart for 2 months, and then we started social distancing together because they're real careful, we're real careful, we trust each other. I mean, you just have to think about kindergarten. Don't play with other people's things. Keep your hands to yourself. Wash your hands. And cover your mouth when you sneeze, and you do that with a mask. Now, I didn't cover my mouth when I sneezed a while ago because I wasn't out in public, but I did cover my mouth, so I need to go wash my hands. Well, folks, y'all have a good rest of the day. We're gonna go have some fun. and get some things done. I'm about finished with my work for tonight, and yeah. So get ready. Next week we're going to be decluttering paper clutter. We're going to be in our main bathrooms of our home. Well, we've only had about 40 people with the virus in our 40 people with the virus in our county. I talked to the county commissioner the other night, and these people have been out of the county to Myrtle Beach. Stay away from Myrtle Beach. It's a hot spot. And they've come back and infected their families. And people aren't social distancing properly. I hadn't even got to hug my grandchildren in 3 months, 4 months, since February. And my grandson is at camp working at Ridgehaven, and he's not going to get to come home all summer. And it's right here. He's in my county, and I can't even see him. So, folks, put your mask on when you go out. Be safe. Wash your hands. If you don't have hand sanitizer, put some alcohol in a bag with some of your purple rags or pink rags and wipe things down. Just be safe. And I've gotten picky about the restaurants that we go to. I've really gotten picky. There's probably only 2 of them. Well, there's 3 that I like. We have 48 cases as of today. And that's all from the 4th of July and people going on vacation to Myrtle Beach. That's what the county commissioner told me, and he knows because he gets informed on it every single day. And his county clerk has it. The lady that takes care of everything for the commissioners, she has it. The Register of Deeds has it. So you've got to protect yourself. Leanne said yep. That means she's got to go bounce, y'all. I tell you what, she taught me something this week. She takes 5 gulps of water when she's getting her hydration station ready in her kitchen every morning while she's making her coffee. And she takes her supplements, and then in a few minutes, she'll take 5 more gulps of water. And I'm telling you, those 5 gulps, you can get any pills down with 5 gulps. You really can. Here comes Robert. He's going in the basement door. He doesn't want to be on camera because he know I'd ask him to say hi. Yep. Anyway, folks, we got to hit the road. I love you all. Well, you don't need to see your niece when she gets home. She needs to quarantine for 2 weeks. Okay, I'll try to turn it around. I'll try to turn the phone around so you can see the view, because it is wonderful. Making sure that's my bird feeding station. Try to turn it really slow. It just kind of blends together, but it's 2 ridges out there you can see. The far ridge is where the Blue Ridge Parkway is. But it is gorgeous. Yes, I filled the hummingbird feeder up this morning. Well, y'all have a great rest of the day. I will see you later. Turn the camera around. Bye. Thank you. You hear a cardinal? I didn't hear it.